Hello my crafty friends, it's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I am participating in a Team Tiny Hop which has a spring theme. So I am going to make this flower pot card. So this is a piece of cardstock that is 3.5 by 9, and I am scoring that at 2 and 5.5. And one of the top fold I will fold one way, and then the second fold I will fold in the opposite direction. And this gives you your little flower pot. So then I'm going to put this in my trimmer, open up that top flap, but leave the bottom section folded. Where it's scored, you meet your track of your trimmer, and then your point of your card you put on the 1/2 inch mark of your trimmer, and then you cut it. Then you flip it over and do that on the other side. So this is a hop for Team Tiny. We are a group of small YouTube creators who come together once a month to do a hop with a specific theme and try to grow our channels. So the hashtag is in the description of this video. So if you click on that, you can see everyone's video who is participating, and I hope that you'll check everyone out and show them some love along this hop. So I'm just taking my corner rounder and using the 1/2 inch side to round the corners of my flower pot card. And then I'm going to take some double-sided adhesive just to hold this down. Now you could make these without any adhesive because I'm going to end up using a string to keep it closed anyway. This is a 3x3 piece of cardstock that I'm adhering down with some art glitter glue right to the bottom of this. I'll have to adjust it because did I put it on straight? Of course not. So once I get it where I want to be and it's adhered down, I'm going to just flip it over and trim it off to match the angle that's already there. So just get rid of that excess with my big scissors. And so like I said, you could do this without any adhesive, but I adhered it down just so it makes it easier while I'm working with it so everything's not flopping around. So I'm just going to adhere that flap down. And then I took some glue dots into the upper corners just to keep the entire pocket closed. Again, if you wanted to just use the twine, this part wouldn't be necessary at all. So then the insert that I'm going to be using, the pink cardstock is going to be 4.5 by 2.5, and then the white mat is 4.25 by 2.25. So I'm going to adhere those together with my art glitter glue. And then I'm going to show you the dies that I used, which are from Brutus Monroe. They came in a kit recently and I love them. So I cut out my flowers using Brutus Monroe tie-dye paper. And I had already made this card once and didn't film it like I thought I was. So that piece is already put together. So I'm going to show you that. And I just put my flowers together in layers with different colors. Here I'm just showing you the scraps of cardstock that I used. And so here it is all put together. This middle flower I glued down using my art glitter glue, and then the two on each side I used foam tape to pop up. So then I'm just going to show you that it slides right into the little pot. I just had to lift my little flower petal. It was keeping it from sitting in there nice and neat. So now I'm going to take some twine from my stash. You can use anything. You could use ribbon. You could skip this step if you've already, glued it closed. But I'm just going to wrap this around a few times. I used a little bit of double-sided adhesive just to tack down the center. And I wrapped it around quite a few times. And then I'm going to trim it off and add a little bit more adhesive just to tack down the other end. After I finished, I realized that this was sticking out beyond my circle that I put my sentiment on, so I did trim this so you couldn't see that raw edge like that once I was done. So I'm just going to fuss and adjust my twine, and then I have a 2-inch circle in pink and then a 1 3/4 circle in white, and I'm going to be using the Simon Says Stamp Leafy Frames stamp set for my sentiment. I'm taking the Hello. I love the font in this stamp set, so I'm just using it as a hello. You could use this for Mother's Day, you could use it for a birthday, whatever occasion you wanted, but I thought I would keep it at a hello so I could use it for multiple occasions and whenever I needed it. So I am going to stamp down this sentiment in my Misty using Simon Says Stamp Soft Navy ink because I thought it would go well. I have a lot of blue in my flowers, blue and purple, so I thought that would tie it in nicely. So I'm going to stamp that down. I will adhere that to the pink circle using my tape runner. And then I am going to take my foam tape and put it on the top and bottom of this circle so that it can sit above and below that twine and not be in the top of it. So I'm trimming it in half so that I don't have such a thick piece. I probably could have used a whole strip, but I didn't feel like measuring it, so I just went with skinnier strips so I knew it would not interfere with that twine. And I'm going to peel off the backing and get that set down over that middle section of the twine to kind of cover that up. And then for a final bit of embellishment, I had in my stash some flat-backed sequin. They're not sequins, they're solid, and they were in blue and greens. So I pulled out some blue ones, and I'm going to add those to the center of these flowers because they do have a hole in the center of them, and I normally would use a brad to put these on a project, but I didn't want to have the brad sticking through the back and it would show, so I decided to use these, putting them down with a little bit of art glitter glue, and that is going to complete today's project. So I hope that you will check out everyone in the hop. Like I said, the hashtag is listed down below, and as always, I hope that you have a great day.